I just need to talk to you about something. It's really important to me. I don't need you to really listen too intently or, get up or anything, but I just really need to talk to someone right now about Sonic Adventure. I played this game a long time ago, and it's really stuck with me for a while, and I was hoping you'd let me talk at you about it. You don't have to really listen. You don't have to pay attention. I just sort of want you there listening to me. Is that okay? Great. So Sonic Adventure. This game is sort of what started 3D Sonic, and I think the original version came out when 3D games were just starting to be a thing. Yeah, I think it was probably Super Mario 64. What am I saying? Pretty sure Sega was actually ahead of Nintendo at that time. But 3D wasn't good until the generation with the N64. I think this game originally came out on the Dreamcast, right around the time Super Mario 64 came out. Super Mario 64 was what really started telling people, like, how does 3D movement work? That's how they figured it all out. And Sega said, Mario had a 3D game, well, we're gonna make a 3D game for Sonic. And so we got Sonic Adventure. Now this one is for the Nintendo GameCube, because it came out a while later. It's a re-release. It is Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut, as you can see here. But it's still basically the same game, and the story is what matters. So, let's see what this game is about. Total chaos. Sonic and friends return to the Nintendo GameCube in their greatest adventure of all time. Experience all the epic thrills with enhanced graphics, more action, and all new exclusive content. This game has over 30 massive levels, an all new mission mode, 6 playable characters, and awesome bonus games. They were not awesome bonus games. The bonus games are hot garbage and really should not have existed. We'll come back to that. So let me tell you what Sonic Adventure is about. Sonic Adventure is about Dr. Eggman here, up to his old tricks, because as a incredibly capable and advanced scientist, and an evil one who wants to take over the world, he has decided that the best thing he can do with all his robots is to summon an elder god, well, a magical being of some kind. I'm not really sure what Chaos is, but Chaos, this blue water creature, he summons one of them and then tells Chaos, hey, people are being bad, you should go screw them up. Yeah, because, magic and robots is just what Eggman is all about. Well, I mean, yeah, that might actually be what he's all about, but you'd think Dr. Robotnik would be more focused on the robots and less on magical creatures. Anyway, you don't play as just Sonic in this game, which is, something to really think about. That sort of not playing as just Sonic in the game is what sort of set the stage for all the future 3D Sonic games. Now, there are many different playable characters here. And we're going to talk about each and every one. So, of course, we've got Sonic the Hedgehog himself. This is going to be a terrible position, but we're going to read it from here. Sonic the Hedgehog. He's the world's fastest hypersonic hedgehog. With a strong love of freedom, the only thing Sonic hates is oppression. Despite his short temper, deep down he's a really nice guy who is 100% committed to helping those in trouble whenever he can. Sonic's adventure begins just as he is returning home from a long journey. So that hatred of oppression thing, there's and also freedom, there's a theme among Sonic games, and I assume it's explicit, but it's not always obvious, where Sonic is freedom and Eggman is oppression. And this is mostly illustrated by the fact that Eggman's whole shtick is usually that he takes innocent forest creatures and then turns them into robots, which I'm going to call badniks, but there's an argument to be made that they have a different name. But generally speaking, I'm going to call the animals turned into robots badniks. So that's Sonic. Sonic's stages are usually him, running around to get to the end of the level. You go straight, you go fast. Sometimes you have a fun little alternate path to take. It's usually just, going fast down the path. So next up, Miles Tails Prower. The sweet-natured fox is a natural-born mechanic with the unique ability to fly high in the sky using his two special tails. There we go. A longtime friend and admirer of Sonic, Tails devoted himself to tinkering in his workshop while Sonic was away on his journey. Tails' adventure, begins one day when, in the midst of performing a flight test with his latest aircraft invention, he suddenly began to experience engine trouble and... yeah, this is trying to make things really intense for Tails here, which I guess it is, since his airplane was falling out of the sky, but he can fly, so yeah. He finds Sonic in the first stage. I think it's a beach or something. It's where you might have heard about. There's a killer whale in Orca that shows up at the end of Sonic's first stage, and that was a really big deal because it's chasing you down the pier, and that was a very big deal back in the day. Anyway, let's talk about Tails. Tails' age is always weird to me. I don't know what that's all about, but yeah, he's supposed to be really young, but he's a mechanical genius able to basically match Robotnik. He's just not evil. He's also kind of obsessed with Sonic. I think he's supposed to be the stand-in for the audience, but if they just let him be as awesome as he actually is on his own, then he'd be better than Sonic. Sonic has a... No, I don't know if that's even true. Yeah, but I mean, Tails can fly. For gameplay reasons, he's usually actually about as fast as Sonic. And he is a genius. He's a genius. And he's like a kid too. So he's a prodigy. I think the coolest thing I ever saw Tails do was not in this game. I think in either, yes, it's either Lost World or Generations. I think it was Lost World. I haven't played the game, I just saw a clip because, of course, I haven't. The most interesting thing Tails did is he got captured by Robotnik and was being turned into a badnik. But while he was on the table being turned into a robot, he was able to hack the system to retain his free will. Which, like, that's super badass. Which is really weird coming from the kid character. But whatever. I guess the annoying little brother can be badass sometimes. So now let's talk about Knuckles the Echidna, which this art does not really show the way he acts in game. This is showing how he acted in games before this. So Knuckles, let me just read the summary here. Knuckles is one wild and powerful spiny echidna. Although blessed with an honest, straight-up personality, he often lacks flexibility with it. With his powerful arms, he can glide through the air to attack and land some serious punches. Guardian of the Master Emerald for as long as he can remember, one seemingly normal day his world is shattered and his adventure begins. So, Knuckles the Echidna, Nipples the Enchilada here. Knuckles was originally introduced as a rival to Sonic. He was gonna be like an anti-hero, really, because Sonic in the earlier games was all about collecting the Chaos Emeralds. That's not true. The Chaos Emeralds were a bonus thing, and kind of a big part of the levels, because if you did well on the level, you got the chance to grab a Chaos Emerald, and if you got all the Chaos Emeralds, you became Super Sonic and could just break the game and win, because whatever, you're Goku. Knuckles here is from the race that basically owns the Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emerald, which was mentioned. Anyway, Robotnik told Knuckles, hey, Sonic has taken all your, precious relics of your long-dead, vaguely Aztec civilization. Go fight him. And Knuckles fought Sonic and then realized that, hey, this was all a ruse by Eggman to grab the Chaos Emeralds. And then Knuckles said, oh, okay, well, let's team up. Or maybe Sonic said it. Regardless, Sonic and Knuckles teamed up, and they've been the best of friends ever since, by which I mean they work together occasionally, and Knuckles has pretty much just become the third man in Sonic's group. But that was all before this game. In Sonic Adventure, he's sitting alone on a floating island, Angel Island, feeling sorry for himself. And Eggman comes out of nowhere, breaks his Master Emerald that's like right behind him, and summons Chaos doing that, because that's how that works. So Knuckles has to go hunt down all the pieces of the Master Emerald to put it back together, and maybe stop the horrible monster that was unleashed. It's unclear. Along the way, he learns that he learns a little bit more about his people through magical means, but doesn't really explain anything except they were kind of jerks, and maybe it was a good thing that they're all gone. Yeah. Anyway, so Knuckles, oh yeah, Knuckles, because echidnas fly, Knuckles can fly, but not like Tails, he just glides, but it's totally flying. It's interesting. So, Amy Rose. Always bright and cheerful, Amy is the self-appointed girlfriend of Sonic. Possessing a strong competitive streak, she is second to none when in control of her Pico Pico hammer. With many fond memories of her Sonic chasing days, she's thrilled when their two worlds collide again, with the sudden appearance of a huge spaceship one fine day. So Amy worries me because you see that self-appointed girlfriend of Sonic part there? Yeah, she's a stalker. She stalks Sonic and literally chases him